Your Excellency, we'd like to thank you on behalf of the board of PCF for honoring us and bringing us here. Now, people got it wrong. Actually, when I came here and I talked to the president, he told me that, you know what, Mwala, ulino kuleta abantu bo wano. And I remember I said, Iha, tunasobola, ngate tusobola. I don't know if you remember. And I said, tunasobola, kasana, uniformu, bichi. Ngamba ntino, simanyo batunasobola. Nganti, ani dobalete. So I got to go together with my coordinator, who also said, no, Chairman, let's bring them here. Your Excellency, the people who are here, like Ruth said, after the 3 times that we have cancelled. I'm not blaming you, of course we don't blame Omukuru, but the people who are here are just a very few of people who wanted to come. So you call us again next time, we'll be here with a bigger crowd and also with more things to talk about. Your Excellency, PCF, and I talked to people the other day when we were in Dubai, and I said, I think what you would like is to get the word from the horse's mouth, so to speak, to go directly to the people who are out there in the trenches. I think here we're in a military situation. Yes, you could go to the generals and the majors and all those people, but I think sometimes when you really want to know what's happening, you go and talk to that private who's out there in the trenches. Your Excellency, these are the people. These are the CEOs who are out there in the trenches on a day-to-day basis, here coming to talk to you, and that's what PCF is all about, and that's what we are here to help you do. So we thank you for being able to institute it. Thank you, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, our Secretariat has been very busy in this time of COVID. It's a time when things have been difficult. The economy has been difficult. The health situation has been difficult. But I am really happy that they have been able to achieve a lot more. But I suppose it goes back to what we're trying to get. We're trying to create a Uganda that we will all be proud of. A Uganda, as we say, should be, I know my brother Ramadan was talking about where we are. We don't want to stay there. Uganda can't stay there forever. We want this country to get to a position where people will look up to us. I think right now people are looking down to us. The people that you have here, these CEOs, are here for that same vision, to help you make sure that Uganda can get to that place. That's why when we put together PCF, we said we want Uganda first. So each and every one of us here has their own personal challenges, own personal issues. But what we are saying, let us put Uganda first. And when we are here, when we are talking through PCF, let it be about getting Uganda to that position of greatness. Dare I say, we talk about 2040, but why not 2030? And I think it's possible if a lot of the things that we have, because we already have a lot of these plans, we have the NDP3, all these things are there. But it's what stops us is, I think, some deliberate actions and some accountability that is never done in order to get to these places. We believe that if we do these things, Uganda could be on top. But until we do that, I think we'll always be challenged. So there are many things that we're asking for. There are many things that PCF would like to achieve. But I think I'm going to just talk about 3. When we're in this, it's not only COVID. I think COVID has just shown us that you have to act a little bit faster. But as PCF, we're saying that we do have the MDAs and we do engage with them, and that's all good. But if private sector is going to be the driver of this economy, We believe that as private sector, we have to be in the room where the decisions are happening. And to us, that is in cabinet. We believe that if we had presence in that room as private sector, when these decisions are taking place, we could quite quickly tell you that maybe that one is not the right way, maybe you need to think about different things. So that's the first one, Your Excellency. How can we get private sector in that room where it happens? The second point, Your Excellency, and I know this might be a little bit controversial, but abooluganda vita webikonagana tebyatika. This is a personal situation. I think my younger brother was talking about how productive our population is. And I personally, I think even from your late Muzei, what can we do about this population explosion? Is there a way in which we can retweak it into maybe just bringing it down a little bit, because it's not productive? That's personal, that I do believe that this population explosion is not healthy for us as a country. The third point is, from my experience at Uganda Manufacturing Association, I believe that it has been evident that when people get together in associations and they can clearly articulate their points, it does help and quickly get to their solutions. So what am I saying? I don't know if we can put it a law or something like that, where we say that any category of business has got to join an association, whether it's UMA, it's PSFU, whichever one. But once we have these associations and we can strengthen them, then they can easily and quickly talk about the challenges that they're there. As PCF, of course, we would say that we'd be happy to coordinate all that, but we believe that that's where the strength, if people are together and can get their ideas together, I think that would really help us. Your Excellency, I'm just going to talk about one point that my younger brother talked about. And I know, once again, he's my brother, so we won't fight. There's one point he talked about productivity, and he talked about exports. And he said that no organization has been able to take advantage of the window of 80% export. Your Excellency, I think we also need to be realistic. I always give this example because I like football. If you're in a certain league, you can't expect somebody to play in the English Premier League when you're still down here. So we are saying that rather than saying that you're going to start off at 80%, why don't you make it a sliding scale and say, because, Your Excellency, all these people, a lot of these people that you have here, everybody has a side hustle in agriculture. Now, people are exporting honey, people are adding value to sugar, people are adding value to a lot of things, but they can take advantage of the 80%. Some of them can, but some of them can't. But if we can have a sliding scale, so if you're at 20%, you can get this percent, 30%, 40%, and our aspiration is 80%. But to say blanket-wise that it's 80%, that can't happen. And I think these are the things that we need to talk about and say, if we want to transform Uganda quickly, what are those quick wins that we need to make? What are those initiatives that we need to take to help us to get to that place? As I've always said, Uganda is my home. As Stanbic says, I do not have any other place to go, so I need to make this a better place, not only for myself, but for my children and my grandchildren. So as PCF, we are here to help in any way that we can, and we thank you for choosing to be our patron. Thank you, Your Excellency.